So I'm bringing us back to another team who had a good draft. And one of you, I forget which one of you said the phrase, they know what they're doing. So this next team, I'm kind of wondering, what are you doing? Because you get a good grade, and you're the Atlanta Falcons. You get a good grade, obviously, just like the Eagles and just like the Jaguars. Their first round pick makes it very top heavy as to why they had a good draft. But you have a very good draft, but a lot of people are wondering, what are you doing? There was speculation of trading Julio Jones. You could have went and grabbed a quarterback to kind of replace Matt Ryan or see him on the way out. But you went and got Kyle Pitts instead. Generational type of talent. Fits this new mold of hybrid tight end wide receiver from Philly. Shout out, so you know he's already destined for greatness. So the Atlanta Falcons, we're giving them an A+ too. Why? Why are the Falcons getting an A+?
I personally, I don't know if Matt, if it was you or James who.
I think it's you, man. Here. I think it's you.
Me?
Yeah. The only Matt on the show.
I don't think I put. I thought you said man.
No.
Did I put the? I did put the Falcons.
Okay. Okay.
The great reveal.
Well, I need you to remember why you put the Falcons then.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
Because you got to remember, I'm the resident Matt Ryan stan on the show.
Oh yeah, God, I forgot about that.
So the Atlanta Falcons have the best quarterback that they've ever had, and he's getting old. And he's getting old, and Julio Jones. So, how many shots do you have when you have a 35-year-old quarterback who's not getting any younger, and you have a Hall of Fame wide receiver? You put the best offensive talent that's available, and you just go, fuck it, we're going all in on the Matt Ryan's last 3 years. So just make them have a stupid good offense where their choking ass defense doesn't have to even worry about allowing 30 points per game. It'll be okay. So they're going all in with Kyle Pitts, going all in. It's their last shot to be relevant, and I like that they're swinging for it. It's kind of like when the Rockets made the CP3 trade. Like, they went all in, and I know it didn't work because they lost to the Warriors, but I respect the fact that they went all in and they went for it. And I think that's what the Falcons are doing here just with young talent instead of old talent.
Here's what I'll agree with you with. Nothing about Matt Ryan, but here's what I'll agree with you with. That they are making their offense so stupid good that they're choking defense and they're choking ways. Like, their offense might make up for it. But I wouldn't give it an A+. Why it's a good draft, especially with getting Kyle Pitts, I'm really just focusing on the Kyle Pitts point or the Kyle Pitts pick. Why it's good is because if you continue to pick the best available, you continue to get these great talents everywhere, you're going to eventually become one of those teams who's just a quarterback away from doing it. And when you get him, if it's in free agency or you draft him, you hit the ground running and you go. Like, I think the Falcons are at least on offense, the Falcons are getting there where, like, if Matt Ryan has another bad year, it's like, damn, they're just a quarterback away. They need to go get that quarterback wherever he lies, wherever it is. And I think getting Kyle Pitts tells you either Matt Ryan's got this window where we can win it with this offense, or shit, we're just a quarterback away and it's not Matt Ryan. So good draft, but does it move the needle? It's up to Matt Ryan if it moves the needle, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it as a A+. I like the Pitts pick just because I think he's super talented.
He's super freak, right.
But the snag you hit with trying to get a quarterback is, I believe Matt Ryan is on a big contract for like the next 3 years.
At least
so. Yeah, so if you want to go get a rookie quarterback, you're going to have to do something with all of that salary. And in the long run, like, that's really going to hurt your cap standing. I mean, look at like the Eagles just to get rid of Carson Wentz, kind of what their cap looks like. But I agree with Matt's point. This is going to be one of the last 2 years where you legitimately have a shot. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't look good in the middle of the season. They'll trade Julio Jones, which has been rumored, which would mean that it's pretty much over. That would send strong signals of, we're kind of going to strip down a little bit. We don't we don't know what Matt Ryan's going to be in the future. We're going to pick a quarterback.
Well,
That's what I would look for.
Right. And
I just want to read the PFF description about Richie Grant, who was their second round pick, 40th overall. I love the way they described him. It's like, there's so much to like on Grant's tape that it's easy to see him overcoming his middling physical traits. He's not the best size guy. He's not the best speed guy. He's not the best wingspan guy.
But tape don't lie.
He makes the plays. He's a smart player. It's why he got recruited by UCF. It's also why UCF was really fucking good for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy who will be. He just seems like a guy who he won't be the best safety in the league, but he'll be in the top 10 every year.
Right.
And someone that's reliable.
Right. Not.
So I like the Richie Grant pick as well. It's not just the Kyle.
It's not just the Kyle Pitts. I know it's easy to get so wrapped up in the big name. I mean, it's hard not to. And to give us credit, we as a podcast haven't talked about Kyle Pitts on the Falcons yet, so we do get our just due of doing that. Go ahead.
I do want to point out, I don't remember what episode it was, but I don't know if there was a bet attached to it, but props to Kyle. He called that Pitts would be the first pass catcher to go.
Board. Yeah.
And that he would be ahead of Devontae Smith. So I think I agreed with him. I don't really say I agreed with him. I agree with him. I was right.
I was about to say, you can't just let him get his shot. I was right. He was right, but I was right too. He was right, but I was right too.
Right. We just want to point that out.
But here's the last thing about the Falcons, and we'll move on. But here it makes sense to take Kyle Pitts, because if you were going to take a quarterback, you might as well blow the whole thing up. Like if you're going to take a quarterback, especially with the number 4 overall pick, the Falcons are in a situation to let him, or that would make sense for him to sit behind Matt Ryan for a couple of years just to take over then. Because not only is Matt Ryan's window closing, Julio Jones doesn't have like a crazy window. You know what I mean? Right. He's aging as well. So if you're going to take a quarterback, trade Julio Jones, blow the whole thing up, and start from scratch with that quarterback, let him build with Calvin Ridley and Hayden Hurst. But by taking Kyle Pitts, you're saying that they believe that Matt Ryan has at least 2 more years of productive quarterback play in him to go and make a run. So we don't squander this number 4 overall pick in generational talent in Kyle Pitts. That's what I think the Falcons are saying, which is a bold statement. And on that bold statement, we will move on